Shyness is not cute. Shyness is not a personality trait that you should be proud of. If you're the type that hide under the shell of being shy, please stop it and stop it now. You cannot allow or afford to allow shyness to kill your ambitions. You cannot allow shyness to kill your goals. What shyness does is it limits you, it kills your confidence, it kills your goals, it kills your growth. Because at the end of the day, you're always afraid of being embarrassed, you're afraid of failing, you're afraid of people judging you, you're afraid of people seeing your flaws, you're afraid of people paying attention to you, all of these things. And if you keep focusing on these things, you are not going to move from where you are. You are going to be stagnant because most people who are afraid of these things, they did it anyway for them to be successful. It's not about the fact that you're not afraid. It's about you doing it despite you being afraid. And that's what we need to learn to do in this stage. Confidence does not come with comfortability. You will be uncomfortable when you start trying to be confident. A lot of times I had to fake being confident, and people started assuming that I'm a confident person because I faked it a lot. I could not afford to allow my shyness limit me. I had so many ambitions. I have so many ambitions, and I still have so many potentials that the world has not yet seen. And I'm not going to allow my weakness to take over. Instead, I'm going to do that thing despite that fear. And that's what I'm trying to let you guys know. Let's learn to embrace confidence, embrace those things that we are naturally afraid of, and let confidence rule. It won't come with comfortability, like I said, because that's the point. We're not here to be comfortable, we're here to grow, and growth comes from being uncomfortable, which will lead to transformation at the end of the day. And that's what we're here to talk about in this video.
The fact that my personality and the way I speak and my confidence is what won me that crown made me feel like confidence is your best accessory. There is nothing else you need. The only thing you need to wear well is your confidence. Confidence is something you can teach yourself. I learned it from the very, very strong people in my family that I looked up to, that showed me that it doesn't matter what your circumstances are, it matters how large your dreams are.
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Ronke Anibaba. I speak about personal development, mindset, growth, and faith. If this is something that you're interested in, please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and help boost the channel so that other people could see this video and learn from it too. Thank you and God bless you. Let's get right into the video. So the first thing I'd like to talk about that can help you embrace confidence is stop listening to people that do not add value to your goal. Yes, stop listening to people that do not align with your goal, that do not add value to your destiny, that do not align with your ambitions. Stop listening to this kind of people. Even on social media, be intentional about people that you follow. Not everybody are meant for you to follow. Don't follow people because they are popular. Follow people because you can learn from them. Follow people because they add value to what you're doing. Be intentional. Don't just follow people because of following sake. Because subconsciously they will talk and you will listen and it will stay in your mind. But if you keep listening to people that refresh your mind, that update your mindset, you will keep seeing the changes and it will start reflecting in the way you act and the way you do things. I used to follow a YouTuber who dwells so much on luxury lives. She talks about lifestyle growth sometimes, but mostly luxury lives. She makes reviews on how to eat and the expenses it takes to eat in all of these luxurious restaurants, which is fun to watch. But at the same time, when I see this kind of people, I'm always thinking, these people are my age mate. How come they are doing so better for themselves and I'm just there? But the truth is, the advantage that they have, I do not have them. And our journey cannot be the same. But I still find myself comparing myself with these people. Why? Because I constantly watch them, they do not add value to myself. Instead, they are draining my energy. I had to stop watching her because I always feel negatively overwhelmed when I watch her. And I said, no, this is not what will help me. I have to watch people that are going to add value to my craft, add value to what I do, and I will learn from it. Instead of me to be feeling drained, I'll be getting value from what these people are saying. And this is something that you should also be intentional about. Even physically, the friends that you keep, learn to know the kind of people you discuss with, the kind of people that you listen to. people that will help you grow your future. Number two thing I would like to talk about is work on your limitation. The weaknesses that you have not worked on, start working it. A lot of times, what causes us to be um less confidence is because we've not mastered the skill that we're learning or the skill that we're trying to speak about, and that's why it looks like you're not confident, or that's why you're not confident. You have to be able to learn your skill and learn it well. Be diligent at what you do. Learn your craft. Whatever path you choose to follow, be skillful, master it very well so that you can be confident in bringing about that stuff out. And it doesn't have to be skill, it could be anything, whatever it is that you need to learn to help you bring more confidence or to bring out more confidence in you. Learn it. If it's communication, because I realize that some people do not do some certain stuff because they do not know how to communicate. If you're lacking that communication skill, learn how to communicate. There are many resources online that you can learn how to do all of these things. That's the good thing about social media. It helps you learn the things that you do not have. If you want to learn how to communicate, you want to learn how to um speak new languages, you have the resources to do that. They are all in social media. Learn these things so that it can help you be more confident in whatever you choose to, dwell in. The third thing I would like to talk about is do not dwell too much on your mistakes or your errors. Instead, focus on your progress. A lot of times, when we're trying to imbibe all of these things to ourselves, we dwell too much on our mistakes, forgetting that it is the processes that actually brings out those changes that we're aiming for. So if you are the type that dwell too much in your mistakes, retract from it. Those mistakes are what shapes you to become better. So if you're trying to work on being on your communication skill, for example, you're obviously going to make errors. You're obviously going to make blunders. But when you make it the first time, you make it the second time, you make it the third time, the fourth time you can be better. The fifth time you can be better because you are learning. You're learning. Learn these things without dwelling too much on those incapabilities that you have. Instead, look at the tiny wins that you've made, the tiny progresses that you've made. Celebrate them. Be happy that you made those progress. At the end of the day, it will give you tangible results. The fourth thing I would like to talk about is do not ever allow anybody intimidate you no matter what. I used to be a victim of this when I see people who have better advantage than me, especially from people that have humble better backgrounds than you and are doing better. You tend to want to compare your journey with these people, and then you keep allowing those people lifestyle affect you when you should be focusing on the advantage that you have. Because the truth about these things is God will never leave you stranded. There's something you have that you've not figured out yet, but you are dwelling on the other person's advantage, dwelling on the other person's strengths when you should be dwelling on your own strengths, dwell on your own capabilities. There are things that you have that this person does not have. If this person has financial background, has strong financial backup, you might not have that. But what do you have that you can share to the world? It could be your traumatic experience. It could be the fact that you actually come from a humble background. That is what has shaped you. People can relate to your humble background. There are many people that comes from this same humble background that need or are dying to meet people with this type of background, but they don't see or they can't find. And that's one of the reasons I like Vicky James. The last time the reason I knew Vicky James was when she posted that video of her background when she posted a video where she used to live in Ajigule, and the house she was living, it was such a very terrible background. I'm very sure that a lot of people do not even have that kind of background. But look at where she is now. I mean, look at the people she has inspired. Me, myself, including me. She has inspired me. She has inspired a lot of people just from her coming out of that background and making something tangible for herself. That's something that we should actually applaud. Your own could might not be financial issue. Your own could be maybe traumatic parents or maybe abuse. There are many people that want to see people who have been abused talk about these things, talk about how they've been able to come out of this thing or how have they been able to grow out of this situation. I will never be able to understand what it means to be abused or what it means to be traumatized because I can imagine, but I will not understand the experiences compared to someone who have experienced or gone through this type of situation, it is easy for people who are also going through something like this to relate to them and understand where these people are coming from. And that's their own advantage. Your negativity can become your advantage. That's the point of all of this story. So do not allow another person's advantage to discourage you. Find your own advantage and figure it out. You are going to make something out of yourself. The first thing I would like to talk about is start showing up for yourself. If you keep procrastinating the things that you want to do, you are going to start distrusting yourself. If you make promises, for example, you say, I want to lose weight, I want to be able to, do one or two things before the next quarter of the year, and you keep going back to what you've said, you will start distrusting yourself. If you make a commitment, commit to it. If you make a yeah, same thing, commitment. Commit to it. If you say you want to do something, if you say you want to exercise, you want to lose weight, commit to that journey of losing weight. Wake up, do that 10-minute workout, do that 20-minute workout, do them little by little so that you can experience tangible results. Do not always go back to what you've said. Learn to trust whatever you've said. Learn to abide on what you've said or what you've written down. Prioritize your self-care, prioritize your life. Sometimes, a lot of times when we say, oh, we are not confident, it is because we are not prioritizing ourselves. We are not in that level of the people that we look up to. And if you're not in that level, you can start working on it. Like I mentioned before, work on those things. Especially if it's your appearance. So people are less confident because of their appearance. If it is your appearance, you can, cultivate a skincare routine for yourself, work on your skin, work on what is it is that you want to improve upon. Don't look at other people that are gorgeous online and they are saying, oh, they are very beautiful. You can become your own kind of beautiful. Everybody cannot be the same. So please work on yourself. If it's your appearance is very important. In fact, appearance is basic is I would say 60 or 70% of the assumption you're going to get from people. If people see you, what they see first is appearance. What they see first is how you look before they start looking at what your personality looks like or what your character looks like. And so you need to be able to invest in your appearance. If you need to work on that, work on it so that you can present yourself in a better um way. Yeah. The next thing I'd like to talk about is love your struggle. Enjoy the process. A lot of times people complain, they are frustrated why they're trying to build the goal that they are working on. The thing is, if you're always frustrated, complaining, nagging, the journey is going to feel tiring. The journey is going to feel disorganized. It's going to feel chaotic. You need to be able to enjoy the process. Be confident about where you are right now. Next thing I'd like to talk about is do not underestimate the power of affirmation and confessions. You see, the mind will always believe what you tell it. If you keep saying that you are beautiful, you're confident, you can do all things you set your mind to do, your mind will start believing it. But if you keep saying negative things about yourself, your mind will start believing it, and you will start acting like it. And so, please, please, there is power in the tongue. There's power in the words that we speak to ourselves. Tell yourself. Sometimes it sounds cringy, especially when you're just starting. When you get used to it, keep telling yourself the positive things that you want to be, the version of yourself that you want to be. Keep declaring that to yourself. I'm a beautiful lady. I'm a successful YouTuber. I can set my mind in things and I will accomplish it. I can achieve my goals. I can do this. I can do that. I am confident. I am bold. I can take nations. I can take over nations. I can do this. I can do that. Whatever it is you want to become, start declaring it, start prophesying it to your life. And your mind will start believing in it. And before you know, you start getting ideas to achieve those goals that you are repeatedly telling yourself that you can achieve. And that's what affirmation does. That's what confession does. It helps you build your mind to start aligning with what you're saying, which is very powerful. Being confident is not about being loud, it's about showing up for yourself as the best version of yourself unapologetically. You have to be able to show for yourself. Eliminate every form of victimized mindset. Defend yourself when you need to. Speak up when you need to. Being quiet does not mean that you are dumb. You need to be able to learn to speak up, learn to, defend yourself, learn to not allow people intimidate you just because you're a quiet person. Do not allow this shyness take over your defense, take over your life, take over your ability to speak, ability to talk when you need to speak. Always, always, always be confident. You can start faking it. Confident does not mean that you're not afraid. It just means that you're showing up regardless of your fear. So always show up. Always speak up if you need to. Be confident. Believe in yourself. Eliminate victimized mindset, and you see yourself going places. And this is me speaking to myself and imbibing in this habit too. Thank you for watching. If you love this video, please check my other videos. I speak about things like this. Do not forget to subscribe. Thank you and God bless you. Bye.